Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I want to say I'm sorry for being away. I want to apologize for disappearing and I want to apologize for deleting my previous videos from my YouTube because a lot of people have actually inboxed me asking me, why did you do that? Guys, it's for reasons that I'm not comfortable sharing over the internet. But anyway, I'm back today and I hope this time is going to be for a little while. And I promise you guys that I won't ever delete my videos of YouTube again, no matter what I'm going through in life. Anyway, today I'm here to share something a little bit interesting. It's something that we experience in our everyday life. It's something that we hear, and that is maturity. You know, oftentimes we hear people saying that, maturity is something that comes over the years. The older you grow, the more mature you become. I do agree with that, but that is just to a certain extent because sometimes you can meet a 60-year-old person that reasons like a 20-year-old, and sometimes you meet, a 15-year-old person that reasons like a 60-year-old person. So it's more or less like a switch, and if it's something that comes with age, then maybe it's not for everyone. I mean that sometimes for some people they mature a bit earlier in age, and there is people that never mature. And then there is people that mature a bit later towards the grave, if you know what I mean. So maturity, it's complex, but is it something that you just wake up one morning and be like, well, today I'm going to be mature? Is it something that you read and learn? Can I go to school to read to become mature? Is it something that you just decide to do? What is maturity? In my own understanding, maturity is growth. It's development. Again, sometimes it's through the experiences that we have in life that we mature, that we start seeing things in a different angle and perspective. Maturity it's wisdom, it's how you carry yourself, it's how you understand. So in today's topic, I'll be sharing with you guys a few examples of what maturity is, and this is me trying to break it down for people that do not understand what maturity is. Number one, maturity is having respect for everyone. A lot of people do not have respect, but I feel like much as, respect is something that is demanded by some people sometimes, every mature person does not demand respect, because respect is something that goes two ways. You respect me, I respect you. And also it's something that over the years, it just comes natural for some people like me. You learn to respect people, you learn to respect people's opinions, you learn to respect what people do, you learn to respect other people's happiness, and that is an example of maturity. Number two is going to be maturity is when you realize that life is like a roller coaster. It's so full of ups and downs. It's not every day that things will be smooth for you. Sometimes things will be rocky. Sometimes you're going to hit rock bottom, and then sometimes you're going to go up. So a mature person has the understanding of, today it's dark, tomorrow it's going to be light, so you have to keep going, and that is what maturity is about. And then another one is going to be maturity is when you decide to cut off people that do not add any value into your life. For example, you can have friends that are all about going out, smoking, doing drugs, looking for men, partying clubs. And if you're someone that's, career minded, if you're someone that's chasing, if you have dreams that you're chasing, if you have a vision, there is types of people that you need to cut off in your life. You need to have people that add into your life, but not people that just take away from you. So maturity is when you realize not to be a person pleaser, so you just have to cut off some people out of your life, and that is for your own good. Another is, maturity is when you realize that beauty is way more than just the physical. Let's put it in the relationship direction. Okay, in general, sometimes you meet people that look very pretty on the outside, but the things they speak are so ugly. They have very rude behavior, very rude personality. They literally do not have respect for everyone and everything. So for every mature person, you just have the understanding of, maturity being way more than just the physical, because sometimes you can meet people that have both inner beauty and outside beauty, and then you meet people that only have inner beauty but do not have outside beauty, and then you meet people that have outside beauty without inner beauty. So maturity is when you have the understanding that it's not just the physical. Beauty is not just on the outside, but it's also on the inside, and there is a lot more to beauty than just what you see on the outside. It's more or less like judging a book by its cover if you're more about the physical, if you're kind of way more superficial, let's say. So that's maturity. And then maturity is when you learn that your happiness is very important. Is when you realize that you don't have to please everyone, for as long as you're doing what makes you happy. Other people's opinions do not value. That is what maturity is. Another one is going to be maturity is when you stop making excuses and start making changes. For example, you meet people that are so unemployed and are financially sick, financially bleeding, financially miserable, And I mean, every day they wake up, they are so lazy, they do not want to make any change in their life. All they do is, make excuses of, I can't work because I'm lazy, I can't work because of this. Maturity is when you just stop making excuses, and then you start making changes. It's the same thing when it comes to fitness. You find people that are, oh my God, I'm fat, oh my God, I don't like my belly, oh my God, this, oh my God, that. Every mature person just wakes up in the morning and they're like, I'm going to have the discipline to achieve what I want. You have the discipline to, change yourself, to change your life, to change your behaviors. So maturity is when you just stop making up these excuses and start making changes, period. And then another is maturity is when you realize that much as you're a person pleaser, sometimes you can never please everyone. You should try. I'm not saying you should stop trying, but it's just you having the understanding of you can never please everyone. And then another one is maturity is maturity is when you don't always have to be right. Sometimes you just have to agree to disagree, period. And then maturity is when you learn to respect other people's opinions. You don't always have to be the one that's right. Your opinion does not always have to be the valid opinion. Sometimes you need to give people the benefit of the doubt and let people express themselves, their emotions, their feelings, what they think, how they perceive life. So it does not always have to be about you. That is what maturity is. And then another is, maturity is when you realize that it's the people you love, not money and stuff like cars, houses, that makes you rich. Richness is way more than just materialistic things, if you know what I mean. And then another one is going to be maturity is when you learn not to criticize people before having the understanding of what it means to walk in their shoes, right? Before you start judging someone, before you start saying, oh, she's a prostitute, do you have the understanding of why she decided to be? Maturity is when you just stop criticizing people and start giving people the benefit of the doubt, start asking questions. Maturity is when you don't just rush into conclusions. It's you communicating, asking questions, trying to understand, it's more about having empathy, if you know what I mean. Another one is going to be, maturity is when you learn to listen. Sometimes you just have to listen to what people tell you. Sometimes you just have to pay attention, hear what they have to say. That is all. Sometimes all people want is for someone to listen to them, for someone to try to put themselves in their shoes, So every mature person will listen, sometimes there is conversations whereby you just shut yourself and you hear, but you're not listening. But there is conversations whereby you need to listen, and that is all people want sometimes. Anyway, guys, there is a lot to maturity, but in today's video I just wanted to share with you guys the basics, and this is just the basics, and this is me trying to let you guys know that I've matured over the time. the experiences that I've been through in life have matured me. I see life in, I guess, a mature point of view and perspective. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video, and until next time, my name is Sarah.